the time too. Hello, we are live. Today, I'm very grateful to have a chance to interview our business owner, the partner. Her name is Susan Ross.
Hi.
I'll let her introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Susan. I've been doing this business now for almost a year and just loving it. There's so many things that it fits so well into my life. So, yeah, I'm really happy to be here today and chat with Sasha.
Wonderful. And can you tell us where are you from?
I'm from Alberta, Canada, and I've lived here most of my life. I originated in Saskatchewan, and then I've lived in the Middle East and in the Bahamas as well.
Beautiful. You are very blessed. Let's hear the story. What is the reason or circumstance that led you to choosing this online business?
Oh, okay. Well, I'd actually tried different online businesses after I retired just to keep me active in that, but honestly, none of them worked. Like I did Amazon, I did bundling, I did um, another type of affiliate type marketing.
Mhm.
It was not anything that actually worked out for me, and it wasn't actually profitable at all for me.
Mm.
And I spent thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars just for the training alone, not to mention all of the things that go along with it. I'd sort of given it all up for a few years, but then something happened, 2020,
Yeah.
and so much of our retirement planning kind of went down the tubes. So I just sort of felt like I needed to dive back in. And
Mhm.
I have a dream of how I want my retirement to go. And so to do that, I have to make up some of those losses that we incurred over the 2020 and some of the problems that arose because of it.
Mm. So, how did you find this business then? Because
Oh,
you try the others, right? And that's
yeah,
really comparison. How did
yeah.
you find this one then?
I found it just actually it must have been manifesting it. I don't know, but I as soon as I started thinking that I needed to have something again, it popped up, and one of my now my coach and mentors ad popped up in my feed, and I saw it and I went, holy smokes, that is exactly what I need. And so I clicked on her link and eventually spoke to her about 3 days later.
Mm.
I was sold.
Good to know.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And my next question is, if I ask people asking about what is this is exactly the business is, how are you going to tell them?
Okay. Well, attraction marketing is and advertising really is what it's all about. So, I have a lifestyle.
Mhm.
Um, and I put that out there on social media, which we pretty much many of us do anyways, right? So it's just a natural progression of what we're doing normally for our friends. But now I'm looking beyond that and bringing in people who are similar to me
Mhm.
and who are who sort of like my philosophy of life and like my approach to things, or maybe they sort of aspire to that even. Not everybody. I mean, some of them just maybe they just like to see my, inspirational quotes every once in a while, or my philosophy on those quotes. So,
Mhm.
um, and then from there,
Mhm.
um, we also build on that's the attraction marketing side of it. But from there, we're also building on, advertising and promoting what we do. And because, I'm, very much like the people who follow me, the hope is that I can help them and serve them to have a better life like I am doing.
Mhm.
Mhm.
All right. And after you joined it, you tend to be the business owner. What will it bring it to you right now? You have been joining one year? Yeah, something
1
like
year, yeah. Well, I mean, I
that.
have income now. Um, it's
Mhm.
I'm building that though. It's not quite where I want it to be.
Okay.
But yeah, it's actually building quite quick because we have some really um, great high producing commission products, which, we're not going for the trinkets and trash. And we have this whole platform. So, you know, I think personally though, I mean, so well, that's what we got to offer. But personally, gosh, this whole community that we belong to now is growing, and the people in it are wonderful. And
Mhm.
I have met so many people, and I continue to learn. And that is something that's so important to me is I believe in lifelong learning.
Mhm.
And that is so, so important to me. So there's that. And then there's one thing that's absolutely perfect for me. And what it brings for me is the portability of the business
Mhm.
because I do travel and I still travel quite a lot. I
Mhm.
I'm a snowbird, so I travel to California every year.
Mhm.
I um I just got back from Florida and Victoria. I was in Florida and then I got COVID coming back on the plane, unfortunately. And then I
Mhm.
was home for 2 weeks and then I
Mhm.
headed out to Victoria, which I just got home on Monday. Yeah, it was, I travel so much. And so the thing is I can just take this with me. Sometimes I carry my laptop if it's convenient. Um, but I can do it all on my phone. Sometimes I have my iPad with me, but mostly I work off my phone and my laptop. And
Mhm.
I actually walked in this May. I walked to Camino, which if you don't know what a Camino is, it's a, a pilgrimage. It is an ancient pilgrimage,
Okay.
and people now do it not just for religious reasons, but your own spiritual being, exercise. You meet all kinds of people, and you just go from town to town to town. And
Mhm.
I first time I did it, I've done them three.
Wow.
First time I did it, I stayed in hostels, or they call them albergue.
Mhm.
Um, and then this time, um, I stayed in hotels. I planned the whole thing myself, but they're little 2, 3-star hotels. It's awesome. But I would
Okay.
just sit there, and as long as I had a signal, which I always did, I was able to run my business in the morning and in the evening, sometimes when I stopped for coffee on the way.
Wow. Your lifestyle is very much that everybody's envy.
Yeah.
Traveling all the time and still doing your business. That's how much freedom you have right now.
Yeah,
Wow.
it really allows for that, which is wonderful, actually.
Mhm.
Mm.
What do you think? What kind of people they should be suitable for this Christmas, this career or business?
Oh, well, I hate to peg anybody. Honestly, in the community itself, I've met all kinds of people,
Mhm.
who are succeeding and doing really, really well. I mean, and many of them say, "Oh, I never thought I'm too shy. I don't think I could do this." That's not my problem. But people who just feel like they're too busy, or they're moms, or I, yeah, I don't know that there's any specific kind of person who's going to be suitable any
Mhm.
more than another. I
Mhm.
think what you have to have is the drive to succeed, and
Yes.
and the ability to be coachable and follow our training because it's extensive and it's just everything you need to know.
Mhm.
So if you don't have any technical skills or you don't feel like you do, that doesn't matter because I, one of
Mhm.
my one of my mentors, she says almost every day, it's so funny in meetings that we have, she'll go,
Yeah,
"Well, if I can do this, anybody can do this." And
that's
she's
true.
so
Right?
funny because she's 68, 68, 69, 70. I don't know. She's a little older than me, but she's so funny. But she said she didn't even know how to use her phone before she started the business, and now she's like so successful, and she's living, down in Mexico. She's wonderful. So, I mean, anybody can do the business. I don't think you have to have a certain personality or a certain skill level or anything to be suitable.
Mm-hmm. Thank you so much. The next question is, if people they sit on the fence, hesitate to join, what's the advice you would give it to them? Because they are skeptical. I believe Canadians are quite skeptical. I'm trying to be a Canadian, but I'm still skeptical too in the beginning. Yeah.
I was too. I had a level of experience already, so it didn't take me a long time to, go through the research and sort of make up my mind, But I mean, I did watch the free webinar quite a few times, and then I think I was still myself even skeptical, so I actually went further and went as far as the coaching call. And because I still had questions and I needed to talk to a real person.
For sure.
And I think that's my best advice is you're going to find out if it's going to be for you or not. If you go through the process to determine if it really is something that you could fit into your lifestyle, if you want to have that additional income that is there, but also the excitement of, running your own business. And not just that, there's so much here. Having a community of people. It's all there, but you have to know, and I don't think that you will know until you take that next step and pay the one. Oh, and I should mention, and I always do this in my own stuff, is that 149. If you don't do your coaching call, and if you decide that you don't want to do it within a 30-day period, it's fully refundable. So, I mean, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, you also is risk-free. 30 days. Yeah. That's really 100% refund. Next question. Do you think that's better to join as earlier is better?
I wish I had joined earlier. But yeah, I mean, I'm very envious of the people who have joined that are quite a bit younger than me, and they're like, some of them are 35 and retired, for heaven's sakes. But I mean, it's not like they've stopped working. They're continuing and to continue to improve and make their business run. But I don't think it matters. I mean, the fact is I'm older, and I joined when I needed to. So I'm envious of those who thought about it quicker than I am, but I'm okay with having joined in my 60s.
Yeah, that's right. The next question is, since you already have the others online business, the experiences, right? Etsy, Shopify, or Amazon, right? And also our business, this one, the online business too. Every business usually have the marketing saturation. I don't know you in Calgary has this problem, but my small town, we have the, bubble tea is come up, so have lots of bubble tea store, the kind of marketing like the saturation. Do you think this is the problem for our business has a lot?
Well, I have a lot to compare it with, particularly Amazon, which, I mean, don't get me wrong. There's people who are very successful in it.
That's right.
I think that is a saturated market, though, compared to this. I mean, because we're using attraction marketing, there's nobody exactly like me, and yet there's people who are similar to me, right? So I'm attracting people who are similar to me. Compare that to Amazon. Boy, it was just like every time you'd get into a product that seemed to be, something that people would want, there was this race to the bottom. And, before you knew it, the price was lower than you actually ever even purchased your product for, and all of the costs that go into maintaining that product and distributing it. I just don't find that with this. It's not competitive in that same way because we are all different. We're all targeting different people. And it, there's a lot of people doing it, but as I say, because it's attraction marketing, it makes it quite a bit more diversified.
That's true. That's true. Because we are not the product, the oriented, right? We are directed is ourselves. There's no another you in the world like you.
Right. Yeah.
It's very unique. By having the attraction, people like you, they will come to you, right?
That's right.
So my next question is that's my last one actually.
Oh, okay.
To be your this online business owner, what kind of what condition are needed to be successful as on this online business?
Well, I think I've mentioned this before. I think you need to be coachable. And, that you'd be willing to go through the training step by step. Because, what we do is we don't just train how to do Facebook advertising, but how to stay out of trouble with Facebook. You don't want to be in Facebook jail, believe me. And if you go through our training, so there's one thing, the training, being coachable, listening to and asking people in your environment, in your community, what's the best way to go? And I'm always saying, what about this? What about that? And then I listen to the answers that are given to me. Plus my coach is amazing and she is always there for me whenever I have questions. I think that, you have to have a little bit of time. You have to, commit a certain amount of time. It doesn't matter if you're working or if you're like me at home, or if you have, 3 or 5 children or 1 child and you're working from home, you can still fit it in, but you'd have to be able to commit and be consistent. And that is what is, I think, going to be the most important thing for attraction marketing is that consistency.
Yes. Wonderful. It's all about this business. This is my last question. Do you have more you want to tell our audience?
You know what? I say just check it out and see if it's for you. It's not for everybody, but it is actually very rewarding, profitable, and it is worth looking into that one step further.
What is attracted to you from this business? Why you join so fast? I know you're watching the ads, and before you make a decision, you're watching the ads, right? Because the story resonates to you because the lifestyle, whatever similar like you want, you desire. But after you join, what exactly is attracted to you so much, and you will never let go? Can you share with
I think, well, it's always exciting to get a check, but I think really I feel like I'm so active, in my head for sure. We have an exercise group, so it's it keeps me active. Outside of, I have walking groups and so on, but and so the community in itself really is motivating, and I use that community on a daily basis, because it does keep me motivated. I don't know what else. Not sure what else.
So for you, it's very important is this community, and then you have
and to be active. To be active in my mind and body.
You must have a very good group, very big and good group.
I belong to several, so yeah, I mean, that's the good thing. I mean, when you join the community, you can also, you have your own team,
Mhm.
and you have your leadership group, but you can also join like-minded groups as well.
Mhm.
So I belong to a 50 plus group, and I also belong to um, my local community group. And it's just actually very, it's heartwarming.
Yeah. Wonderful. Thank you so much. You spent the time with us this morning. Yeah, thank you so much. I inviting you a little bit while ago until the settled time because you're too busy to traveling. It's hard to get to the right time. Sometimes you're traveling might not have the internet, right? So it
Um,
depends. Go.
yeah, I usually, I mean, you can always get internet anywhere.
That's right. That's
There's
right.
always a coffee shop, or there's
Yeah.
always public Wi-Fi, although I tend not to want to use public, but I've got a VPN. So,
Yeah.
if I am on public Wi-Fi, that's fine. But yeah.
You're a technical person now. You learned it very well. Yeah. Thank you so much. You join
Thank
us,
you.
share your experiences with our audience.
Oh,
And,
it's
and
such a pleasure
sometimes,
to join you.
yeah, sometimes after, if I have some others question, I'll definitely go back to you to ask you to on the show. Thank you so much. We'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time. Thank you,
Thank
everybody.
you.
You don't go out yet.